I've been working remotely, I think for like 4 years or something now. One thing I always say is like, I need to travel more, I need to use this more, I need to go on like work trips more and like, you know, do workations where I just work remotely from somewhere for like a week or something, and I never do it because obviously you get comfortable at home, and then I'm always thinking like, oh, you know, you're gonna have to pay for like an hotel or Airbnb, and is that really worth it, because you can only do stuff you know, before work and your lunch break after work. But we're trying it out and we're on a little solo trip in Florence. I'm obviously working, I don't know if you can see my laptop, but I'm working and yeah, let's see if it's worth it and let's explore the city. Unfortunately, my husband is not working remotely, so he can't join me, just in case you're wondering. But I also don't mind a little solo trip, so that's what we're doing. I did go for a solo dinner yesterday, which was very interesting, but honestly pretty chill. I just took my Kindle and read. But yeah, this is definitely going to be a bit of a challenge in terms of solo dining, but we can do it, I'm sure. Also, it's so hot here. It's like 40 degrees at the minute. There's like a little heat wave going on. So I've got the aircon running in case you can hear that. Because yeah, yesterday I thought I was going to evaporate, but I think the temperature's going down a little bit. I think I need another coffee. I was in meetings all morning, but now I'm on the way to the city. I'm planning to go to the public library to work in there for a bit, and then later I have tickets for the museum, which I'm really excited for. But yeah, first I'm walking from my Airbnb, which is like a 30-minute walk. It's still pretty hot, but the temperature is a lot better than yesterday, so I feel pretty good walking it. Okay, I think I found it. It looks so nice. Let's see if I can find a seat. Been released from the shackles of my 9 to 5. I'm on the way to the big museum. I believe it's called Uffizi. I'm probably mispronouncing this, sorry, it's so sunny. I can't see anything. And I bought my tickets online, I hope it all works out. Let's see, I'm excited to go in. Wow, that was such a maze. I feel like it took me at least 20 minutes just to find the exit. Definitely was good, like I would recommend having a look. I mean, there's so much like iconic art in there, but I have to say, like, I think I was there for like 90 minutes or something, and after a while it got a bit boring, I can't lie, and also I don't really feel inspired by all that kind of religious art. It's not really my thing, like I can appreciate it, but it's not my favorite. Anyways, I'm on the hunt for a sandwich. I think there's like this famous place here, there's also in other cities, but I think I want to get one of those and then take it to like a park or something and sit down for a bit. Okay, I didn't last very long and ate my sandwich straight away because I was actually super hungry. But anyway, I'm still on the way to the park. I think it's called like Garden of Roses or something like that. And it's like 6:30, but it's still super hot. Okay, I'm starting the trek uphill. Wish me luck. Here we go. Rip.
Right, I finally made it to the city. It's still so hot, and the first point on my agenda is a fabric store, because I'm actually looking for some lace, because my wedding is in like 6 weeks-ish, and I still don't have a veil, and I'm kind of debating to get one, but I'm not sure yet, so I don't know, I'm kind of hoping I can find some, like my ideal case would be like vintage Italian lace fabric. But I also take new lace. I found it quite hard to find vintage lace, and it's often more expensive than just buying it new, which is crazy. But I'm on the way to a fabric store, and I hope they have some. Also, the most like Londoner as a tourist experience, because my bus took honestly almost half an hour to come. And internally I freaked out. I'm just not used to waiting so long for public transport, but I'm getting used to the slower pace. Okay, so they had lace, super beautiful as well. It was such a nice store, but it was quite spendy. I mean, I should have really anticipated that, but it was 300 euros per meter. I didn't film in there because it was quite, you know, empty, and it felt quite like prestigious in there. Is that the right word? Yeah, you know what I mean. But I'll insert a pic of the lace I was looking at. But the one thing I'm kind of struggling with is I'm not sure if the color matches my dress. I think it does, but it's quite hard to tell from a picture, so I don't know if it's too risky. And also, if I wanted floor length, that would be like 600 euros, which I feel like is quite a lot. But then when you buy it new, it's a lot more. I don't know. And also, it would be like a nice memory. I'm not sure. I really struggle with spending so much money.
Questo per esempio è Victor Hugo. Victor Hugo, lui diceva molti di questi autori sono stati confinti, quindi in qualche modo il mistero degli archivi dei
That was exactly what the doctor ordered. That was so good. My death row meal would be lasagna, so this was everything I wanted and more. I'm on the way to my bus stop now, and I hope my bus comes within, let's manifest, 15 minutes. Because every time so far I've waited over half an hour. But I'm ready for bed now, and honestly I feel like, you know, like eating solo it becomes easier the more you do it. Like the first time yesterday I was like, this is a bit cringe, but today I was just kind of like, yeah, whatever. And like also, one thing, if you read, I recommend taking a book. I have my Kindle app on my phone, so I just read my book on my phone, and I don't know, it's just like a nice thing to do while you eat and wait. And yeah, I don't know, I don't want to be like, I don't want to have my headphones in. I just think, I don't know, something about it. I kind of like to listen to the conversations around me as well. I'm quite anxious and awkward, so if I can do it, you can do it. finally made it out. I had a few calls in the morning, so couldn't leave the house, or more, I was scared to leave the house because every time you go to like a cafe, you never quite know, you know, if the Wi-Fi is gonna work, if they are laptop friendly and all of that, because I feel like in Florence they aren't really that laptop friendly. On the way to a cafe that I wanted to try, I think it's an old monastery, it's called like Il Conventino or something like that, sorry for the mispronunciation. So excited, and also I feel like I've had a headache all day because I haven't had enough caffeine, which is crazy. So I'm looking forward to have another coffee even though it's like 4 p.m. But when in Italy, that place was honestly so lovely. I wish I come earlier, but I'm glad I went and discovered it. If you're here, definitely go. And it's super laptop friendly. Wi-Fi is good. Drinks I feel like are really cheap. I paid like €6 for an aperol, which I feel like is great. I think the espresso was like $1.50, which is crazy. But I'm also used to London prices, so that's insane to me. But yeah, super lovely place. Really nice, like kind of creative crowd, people just in there reading their books, which I thought was super nice. I just read my book on my Kindle app on my phone, which is not as cool as a physical book, but you know, my luggage is exploding. But anyways, I'm on the way to a restaurant now for dinner. I think it's like a really simple pasta place, and I read to come early and kind of queue before it opens because apparently it's super popular. So that's what I'm gonna do. It feels really nice being here today. I feel like, I don't know if it's the weather, just chilling out, or I don't know, it just takes me a while to get used to a place, like kind of feel comfortable, if you know what I mean. My sister said to me, because she lives in Italy, and she was like, why are you spending like, you know, 5 days in Florence? It's too long. You know, you're kind of done with the city within a day. But I was saying, like, it depends how you want to travel and spend your time, because I prefer like slow travel. I prefer to like properly explore a place. Sorry, it's quite windy, but if it's too windy I'll put subtitles. But yeah, I prefer to just properly explore, and I feel like, you know, if you have like a 5-day trip, 1-day trip, experience is gonna be different. Do you know what I mean? Am I making sense? You're gonna have a different experience, you know, and I'm choosing to do it this way. And also I'm working during the day, so I only really have the evening to do stuff. But yeah, just want to say that. There's an Italian, like an older Italian man looking at me because I'm talking to my hand. So he probably thinks I'm insane. That meal was so good, and I sat with like 3 Italian men at the table. I think they were like locals, because I think the staff knew them, and they were so cute, and you wouldn't believe what happened. One of them paid for my meal. It was so cute. I'll be honest, I didn't really know what was going on because they spoke in Italian, but he did pay for me, which is so cute. It was quite a cheap meal, but still it's so kind. And to be honest, I couldn't really say no because, as I said, they spoke in Italian, so I didn't know what was going on, but so cute. And it turned out, well, we couldn't really communicate because he didn't speak much English, but he kind of told me that he worked in Germany for 6 years as a cook in Bonn. And yeah, that was so cute and lovely.